on, guys? My name is Sean Hope, aka Shots by Sean. I'm here with Blake Omartian, the GOAT. My man, you've been all over the place this past year.
Yes.
Hometown, La Crescenta, California.
Yes.
Alma mater, Concordia University. That's where you got your coaching start. I would say, well, GA.
Yes.
And then you coached at a high school, and then you got on staff at Concordia, and then you were a volunteer with the men's.
Mm-hmm.
And then from that, after your GA, they hired you full time.
Yes, for the women.
For the women.
Yeah, I started with the women.
Were you still volunteering with the men as well?
Yeah, so I started as a GA with the women
Okay.
right after I finished playing. So my last spring, I started my master's, and then Paul brought me on as a GA.
Okay.
And then that December, I joined the men's staff. So I didn't know yet if I wanted to do anything with the men's side. It was the first year with the new head coach, so I kind of wanted to see how it went and see if that was someone that I wanted to work for.
Yeah.
So Riley Salmon, Olympic gold medalist. I was like, the resume was there, so I was, why not? So heard from some of the guys and had met him and taken some time to kind of feel it out. So after my first season in December, when they were on the break before they came back, I asked if I could come in and help out. So that was when I started that.
Okay. And you're a product of a junior college.
I am.
You're a junior college athlete, Los Angeles Pierce College.
Yes.
CCCAA state champions.
Yep.
Two-time Western State all-conference team, first team and second team, and all-conference.
Yes.
Goodness gracious, man. And then you went to Concordia, and then you were there for 2 seasons.
3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Could have been 4.
Could have been
Made
4?
it 3. Yeah.
Really? How does that work? How did that work? Well, what year was this? This was what year?
So, yeah, I graduated high school in 2016, and I went to Pierce. Played 2 seasons, 1 state my sophomore year, transferred to Concordia. So that was my true junior year, my first year at Concordia.
Okay.
And then that year I redshirted because of all my concussions. And then my true senior year was COVID. So I got that back.
Yeah,
So, thank God.
Yes.
So my 5th year was really my junior year, eligibility-wise.
Yeah.
So I could have used a 6th year, but for many reasons, I was like, I'm okay.
This is it.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need that for me. So I just did it.
Okay. And so I guess when did your interest for coaching start?
So I think, I have to say, like, my interest in coaching really just kind of got meshed into my interest for volleyball. I started playing as a freshman in high school. I didn't make the swim team. I missed the last cut in the fall. So come December, I think maybe November, December, I tried out for the freshman team. Made the freshman team, was nothing special. I was a DS on the freshman team, and then I was a DS as a sophomore on JV.
Yeah.
But my freshman year, I was like, I loved it. It was incredible. I hadn't done club or anything, but I just like really fell in love with it at the time. So I was like, how much volleyball can I get right now? So I was friends with some of like the freshman girls and all that. So I helped the freshman team.
Yeah.
As a freshman, just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
And then as a sophomore on JV, I was an assistant coach for the girls freshman team at my high school. Just super limited capacity. Like I'd go to all their practices and help out and just do whatever. And then as a junior, I was with JV, the girls JV. And then as a senior, when I was on varsity, I was with varsity.
Okay.
So I started there. And then my junior year, I was on varsity, but I was still just kind of like serving sub DS. And then I joined club that year. So it really just kind of took off. Like everything was like, my whole life just became volleyball. I quit karate to focus on volleyball.
Okay.
My sophomore year, and then joined club in winter of my junior year, which is super late for those who know the volleyball timeline. But yeah, so I went to SG Elite, started coaching and playing that winter, and I joined the staff my senior year for like a 12s team.
Okay.
But that team was super gnarly. I mean, for volleyball fans, like Danny Thomas Nathan from USC was on that team. Michelle Zhao, who was at Washington State, went to Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Campbell Jensen, the UCI libero. I mean, there were just a bunch of gnarly athletes on that team. We were number 1 in the nation for the whole year. And then both years for 12s and 13s, we had some hiccups, so we never won nationals. But I mean, we won every J&Q in the middle.
And that was your senior year of high school?
That was my senior year and my freshman year of college. I was coaching them. So I was just an assistant.
Okay.
But they had a great coach, head coach Will Wong, who ran the littles into the ground in the best way
Yeah.
at SG Elite. So yeah, I mean, it was really just me being a gym rat and then looking for more opportunity to just be around and help
Yeah.
out at club.
And so you were on the freshman team JV. You were making your rounds, and
Yeah.
then you get senior year, and you're the team MVP.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was the MVP my senior year. So freshman team, just a DS, and
Yeah.
then I was a DS on JV as a sophomore, and then I was playing behind the senior, like 3-year starter libero, who was also the assistant coach, varsity assistant coach's son.
Okay.
And then the head coach's son was playing DS. He's my class. And then I was serving for the middle my
Gotcha.
junior year.
Okay.
And then I kind of had like a breakout summer. And then I was varsity MVP starting libero my senior year.
Got you.
So it all kind of worked out at the right
Yeah.
time.
See, I'm from the South, so it's like with Alabama, it's like club ball and school ball are two totally different things.
Yes.
I don't know how it is. How is it in the West Coast? Is it the
It's
same?
same thing.
Same
Very,
thing?
very different. I think Southern California would be the only place that the level
It's
is comparable.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, Southern California, we were in CIF Southern Section Division II. We were playing really good volleyball in high school. I mean, our conference was pretty solid, or our league. The division was good, and then the whole Division I. I mean, these are all Division I recruits, commits, like since they were young. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of just took off. And then when I got to club my junior year, I was like, wow, like I'm a little better than I thought. I made the 18s team my junior year.
Yep.
And then that 17s group they were really solid. I mean, that team had been together since they were 12. They were all already Division I commits.
Yeah.
So when they moved up, they already had like 3 or 4 liberos. So I was told like, you probably won't even play a ton in practice. And I was like, honestly, like that's okay.
Fine.
So I stayed at SG and moved down to the 18-2s, played a little bit of outside my senior year, had a blast. I thought
Okay.
that was really fun.
Okay.
But yeah, so like the high school and the club are completely separate. My high school coach wasn't like a huge proponent of club at the time. He was pretty old school, but I was like, I'm not going to not do it. So
Yeah.
I did it. But I had to miss a game one time. I was actually benched for skipping. I missed like a practice on Monday for a J&Q for coaching.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, like I'm going to be late. I'm not going to make it on Monday, but I'll be there the rest of the week because I have a tournament. And then I think our game was on like Friday or Thursday or something. And I didn't know
Yeah.
that I was being benched because I was still in practice. And
Yeah.
then sure enough, I wasn't starting. And I was like, oh,
Well,
well,
then.
that's a choice. Like, sure. Like, that's fine. And we were playing the last place team in our league. And I remember it wasn't until like the 5th set that he put me in. And I was just like,
Wow.
I don't even want to pass the ball. I don't want to. And we won. And I was like, well, there you go. Bench me again.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And so, well, how many looks were you getting? Because at this point, yeah, you had the breakout career junior, senior year, and then did you decide junior college was the option? Were you wanting to go Division I? Or what was the?
So I hadn't really thought about it.
Yeah.
Like going into my junior year, it wasn't until I started club and kind of got into it a little bit that I was like, I do want to do this in college. Like I had never really thought about collegiate athletics or
Yeah.
anything. Like my dad had gone to USC, so I was like, I just want to go to USC. Like that's what my plan was. So academically, I was on track to go do that. My grandparents had said like, we'll take care of it, and I was like, boom,
Hey.
fight on, let's do it.
Yeah.
So don't know if I would have gotten in, like probably. Like I had good grades, it was a legacy, so like there was a good chance there.
Yeah.
But I was like, I do want to play in college, and USC just wasn't an option at the time. I
Yeah.
started so late, and I wasn't there skill-wise either. Like
Yeah.
I know where I was at. Like I wouldn't have picked me up. Like I was fast, I was athletic, like I was doing some really nice things, but I was also missing some of the really easy plays, and it's just
Yeah.
not what you need in a libero at that level.
Yeah.
So I started the recruitment process that spring, which is like so late.
Like,
So late. So I got a couple offers. I was like Vassar, Coker, NYU. I had like Weber International. Like
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
Names was still a men's program at the time. So these are like Division III, Division II. No Division I offers, which was to be expected. And then senior year, I was talking to San Diego. I remember like I was like barely talking to them, like enough that he like watched my film and he came and watched like at club.
Yeah.
And I remember that day, like I had something happen that I had taken like something for like an allergic reaction I had, and then I had like an allergic reaction with what I was given for this and for that. So I was like loopy playing, and I remember it was the first time I had a Division I scout come to watch me. I think it was Kevin Ring, and I was getting like hit in the chest with like easy float serves, and I was like, well, there goes that. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, so it just was not happening at the time. And then Raymond Barsemian, he was a year older than me. We
Okay.
played high school together, and he actually went to Pierce the year before I did. He led the conference, led state in like kills and all that fun stuff. And he had gotten an offer from USC, which really kind of piqued my interest. I was like, oh, like that's a viable route for me, for anybody really that wants to go play Division I or just get a better offer, just kind of use a little bit more time to get ready.
Yeah.
So he had gone there, and he ended up going to Concordia. He had already had these offers out of high school. I think he was just looking for full rides. So seeing it work out for him, someone that I was friends with, he was my beach partner. He was on my team as a junior. I was like, that's what I want to do. So I was like, I'm going to go do that. I had never thought of junior college before. I was like USC or bust, and then, or USC or somewhere else. But so yeah, I did that, and it worked out. I worked really hard. I was really lucky to have a great coaching staff and great teammates who not necessarily were going there to transfer out, not all of them, but they respected me, and they knew that people on the team had been there or decided to go there just because they wanted to transfer, and they were bought in for us, and we were bought in, and we were awesome friends. I mean, these are still some of my best friends.
Yeah.
And I mean, we just worked our asses off for 2 years straight, and it really paid off. And we got lucky with the time. I mean, like, junior college really is such a shot in the dark.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
you can go to like a powerhouse like OCC or Long Beach City, and I didn't. I mean, I didn't really know how everything worked at the time. So we had this incredible setter from Brazil, Bernardo. We had Cole Chia, who was originally supposed to go to UCLA and then ended up coming to Pierce. So he was like the MVP of state our sophomore year.
Oh,
Bernardo
man.
was just a godsend. I mean,
Yeah.
he would have been great for us, and any Division I school would have been starting. And I mean, it really worked out. And we had a lot of really hardworking people. I mean, Morgan Wadlow, Grant DeGrasse, Jason Moore, Max Petchahov. I mean, that group was just really special, I would say. So worked out.
Well, I guess for like basketball, and because usually when it comes to college basketball, like the junior college, and I'm sure this applies for every sport, they have athletes that are like dogs at the junior college level, and then they either go under the radar or they're late to the game or something like that. And so I think now I want to say it's a direction that maybe some schools are going or some programs are going. They're like, they're not recruiting. Well, yeah, you got the transfer portal, of course.
Yeah.
But like now they're just looking at the junior college level because at least they have experience. And so
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good to be found in the junior college circuit, especially the CCCAA in California for men's volleyball. I mean, there's so many kids, like you said, that they'll have offers and they want better offers. Maybe they have offers, they just want a little bit more money, or maybe it's their grades. You know, like you need to be like a qualifier. They weren't an automatic qualifier. I mean, you can get these freak athletes that would go start as freshmen in Division I schools, but they just didn't have their grades.
yeah.
So there's so many reasons why people go. So there's like an annual showcase in like November, December, that all the JUCO teams in the CCCAA will go play in a tournament. Like it's just like round robin scrimmage type. And all of these coaches will come watch them. So that, I remember for me, like freshman, sophomore year, I was like, this is everything. Like, this is what I'm here for. Like, I'm not here for anything other than volleyball. Like, this has to be incredible.
Yeah.
And I remember I had like Pepperdine was watching me, like some things like some bigger schools. And it was just like, my whole life was on the line on that morning, you know, and then they kind of found who they wanted and watched as the year went on. So yeah, I mean, there's so many good players in the CCCAA circuit, and if you go there for a reason and you're focused and you're dialed to what you want to get out of it, like you really will get out of it what you put into it. But it's not for everybody. And it's not going to be perfect for everybody either. But I mean, I worked hard, my team worked hard for me and put me in a really good spot to transfer out, luckily.
I got you, man. And then you, so like, how many years were you at Concordia? Like, what was the year frame?
So it was, I think it was 17-18 was the year we won state. So 18-19 was my first year. So 18-19, 19-20, and then 2021 was my fifth year. And I could have been there for 21-22 as a player, but that was my first year coaching because I decided not to play a sixth year.
Yeah.
My knees thank me for it still.
Yeah.
I mean, they hurt now. I can't imagine having still played. But yeah, so I started coaching in 21-22.
Okay.
And then I coached there for 21-22, men and women, 22-23, men and women.
Yeah.
And then 23-24, I just did the women in the fall. And then that winter, I left for Orlando.
Okay. Where did you find time to coach that high school team?
So high school, I coached in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
at the time, I was only doing high school when I was in high school. And then
Okay.
when I went to JUCO, I was doing the club team as a freshman. And then after my freshman year, I only did club once I got to Concordia. So sophomore year, I was not coaching at all.
Okay.
I was really just focused on like what I was doing. It was my last chance. Get me out of here.
Yes.
So my first year at Concordia, my true junior year, I was at T Street.
Yeah.
So I was just doing tweens. I didn't want to commit to a team because I wanted to kind of find my rhythm at the new school and get all that going. And then my senior year, I started coaching a 12s team just for like some more money. Like I was like, I don't really care to coach club right now.
Yeah.
I wanted to coach. I knew I wanted to coach, but if it's not like really high level,
Yeah.
I didn't care to do it.
Yeah.
I was taught that everything is information. So every experience is valuable in its own way. So it's not like I was turning things away because of the level. So I was like a 12-2 team, 12-2s team. Had a great time. But I was also missing a good amount because I was like, I'm in season, like I have homework, like time management was a 10 out of 10. But you're still going to miss for your schedules. So T Street was a time. And then when I started coaching at Concordia, I was at Prime Volleyball Club. I was also, so I was doing the men, the women. I was coaching an 18s and a 15s at Prime, and I was doing the varsity beach team at San Juan Hills. So I was doing a lot. There were months that would go by without an off day just because like the schedules didn't line up with an off day. And I was like, okay. Like I did this to myself as a choice.
Yes.
But that was really, that was a really special, like unique experience. Like as the year went on, like the fall I was going to do the 15s and the 18s, but they don't start until later because the girls' high school doesn't start till a little bit later. So I was like, I'm in the thick of the season for the women, and then I'll add these club teams later. And then I was doing the men in the fall. So I was like, great. And then in the spring, I think it was, we did the beach season. So I kept adding things to my plate, and then there was a priorities list. And then as the things went, like I was like, okay, I'll miss this for this, I'll miss this for this, I'll miss this for this. But I was never off. But I think, it put me in a really cool spot to be able to like reflect and apply and just kind of go through that cycle of like kind of assessing the situation and bouncing off of like different ages and genders. And it was really cool. It was a unique learning experience, but it was a grind.
Yeah.
Definitely a grind.
Well, that makes sense because I was curious because it was like you were at Concordia and then you went straight to Orlando. Like So like college level, straight to pro level.
Yes.
Not a lot of people get the opportunity.
No.
They have to work their way. Now you were grinding.
Yes.
Trust.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so how was it? Well, how did that come about? Because that's a big jump. How were you feeling?
Jump.
What was like the thought process? You're like, if this happens, cool.
Yeah, it was an interesting kind of turn of events. Like I knew I was going to leave Concordia that year. That was going to be my last season with the women. I was going to stick around and do the men and then leave that summer. So I was Paula Weishoff's assistant at Concordia, and Paula is all world. She's a silver medalist, bronze medalist. She was MVP of the Olympics as a bronze medalist. She has a bronze medal as a coach in the London Olympics. She was the best player in the world for a long time. She was an incredible person to learn from, so that's why I stayed at Concordia to coach and I didn't leave. And then Riley was a gold medalist in his own right. And I mean, I was in great company. You know,
Yeah.
I was working with Ron Larson at Prime Volleyball Club, who is also a gold medalist coach. I mean, like, I was in great company.
Yes.
So I learned a lot from them. And I met Virginia Pham
Yep.
while I was working with the men because we were in the same conference. Just doing some of the logistics things, like the Dovo kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Because Concordia doesn't have a set person to do that. So as that coach, I was like, I'll do this stuff. Like, I can take care of this. It's easy. Did a lot of that with them. Met Virginia. Ended up going to camp at USC. So my first year at camp at SC, I met Amy Pauley, who is obviously the head coach for the Orlando Valkyries.
Yeah.
And I think originally she had asked Virginia to come work for her, and Virginia said, "No, you're not going to pay me enough." so Virginia recommended me, and then just one thing after another, and I ended up getting a call from Amy to see if I was interested, and then we got to talking. And I mean, volleyball really is a political game.
It's a small community too.
It's really small.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people ask me, like, how do you do it? And it's hard answer, but a right answer is, like, a lot of it really comes down to who you know.
Yep.
It's if you know people that can give you a good job, but you haven't earned the right to take it, they're not going to give it to you.
Yeah.
So I absolutely did the work. That's not to say that there aren't other people who have worked harder than me, who have done just as much, if not more work than me, that could do the job just as well, if not better than I do. But I got the job.
Yep.
And I think being someone that people want to work with in volleyball is such a huge deal.
Yes.
And it's like such a big selling point. I mean, I spend more time with the coaching staffs than I've been on than anybody in my life. Like, I see them every single day. I'm with them all day. We were talking like the rest of the night, the off season, like, like that becomes like your second family. It's like your work family, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
So working with people you want to work with is huge. So, I mean, Paula raved about me, Riley raved about me, but I mean, I really just want to be a good assistant. Like, people have a tough time being an assistant, and I don't. Like, I don't really care to be a head coach right now. Like, I just want to I want to work hard. I want to add value. I want to be someone that the players like to have around. I want to be someone that the coach likes to work with.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's how I step into every day, and it worked out, you know? So coming from Concordia, yeah, it was a Division II women's program and a Division I-ish men's program.
Yeah.
And then I got called up to be a professional assistant coach. But I mean, I worked with the right people, and if those people vouch for me, then that's how it works.
Yeah.
You know, so I put myself in a position by staying at Concordia to work with these people who have every connection in the world. And I mean, it's been incredible. Like, working with them I wouldn't trade that for anything. Like, I learned how I want to do things. I learned how I wouldn't want to do things, in a really great space. So here we are.
Yes. 'Cause I mean, because I think, how many years? It's like 5 years
Of what?
of coaching?
Coaching at the at least collegiate level, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be year 6. Yeah, so 2.5 at college, became my first pro. So that was 3, 4. Maybe this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5.
That's 5.
This is 5.
5.
Yeah,
Year 5.
year 5.
And then you have a championship under your belt now.
I do. We did that.
It was great. It was great to witness it, man. Because I think when I first met you was on social media originally.
Yes.
And it's the same thing with like you and Amy and Virginia. I think
Yeah.
she was here at a game probably the first season.
Yeah.
She was like, "Hey, Sean." And I was like, "I know you from social media." And it was the same with you. And same with Amy. And so it's like, it's a very comforting thing to know that the coaching staff, one, is comfortable around the creatives, but then also it's a more welcome atmosphere. So I really do appreciate it. Now, it's out of the way for me because Alabama is like 5 hours. But,
Quick little drive.
you know, hey man, I had to detour out of Miami just to make it here today, but that's okay. It was worth it, guys. It was worth it. And so, but like, let's talk about this past year. Not about the season, of course. Yes, it was a crazy season.
Yep.
Yes, but like, bro, you were all over the place.
Was.
Yes, you were with.
was.
You were at the Norseca Final Six. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, you had some work with the national team.
Mm-hmm.
And so, can we just dissect, because you win the championship.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have an off season
No.
because you've been all over the place, still
Did
grinding.
not,
Still,
yeah.
what was your off season like?
It was a whirlwind.
Yeah.
I mean, I went from Vegas in the championship, came back to Orlando, packed my bags, went home, took a little pit stop to play with my friends at USA Adult Nationals, a fun little
I
time.
remember that. Yeah.
I went home, I had a little bit of time for myself just to kind of get situated, and then it was as soon as I was ready, I went to USA. So, like I mentioned before, Virginia Pham, she's the data analyst for the national team, their senior women's national team. And I had asked her, I was like, hey, can I come help you in some capacity? Like, I just want to be in the gym. Like, I just want to be around. And she was like, of course, like, would love to have you. So she had talked to Eric and got approved for me to come in and help out. So at the time, I thought I was just going to be coming in to just help her out with whatever. So she's coding and stuff. I'm not a wizard. I don't code.
Yeah.
I know what to type,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to type it right
there,
that
yeah.
fast.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
I tried. That's not a thing for me. But I was just put myself out there. I was like, I will help with everything. So I was in the office helping with stuff. I was in the gym helping with stuff, like helping run practice and input balls, shag, like clean code here and there. So I thought I was going to go in, I was going to be there for practice, help her with whatever she needed, and leave. But then it turned into, okay, I'm here, and then I go to the office, I'm there for some of the meetings, I'm with all the staff, and then it was just like, kind of became like a daily staple. Like I was just going to be there all day. So I just made myself available for that, because I mean, really, what else would I want to be doing at that time? Like for me, USA was always just like such a cool thing, because I started so late. Like I was always on the cusp of high performance, but never made it. Like
Yeah.
I never did any USA things in my own right, and had always wanted to be involved. So got to go help Virginia, and then that all escalated to, hey, like if you're already going to come watch in Arlington in the third week of the VNL, like we could use you like on staff. And I was like, sure. Yes. The answer is yes. Like yes.
Yes.
So did that. I went to Arlington. I had paid for my flight. I was like, I'm going to go anyway. And then they got me a credential, got me on the list. And I was like, awesome. So I was helping. So what became my role with the women's national team, like in matches, was Virginia is being a wizard, living her Hogwarts fantasy over there.
Yes.
And I was charting like the setter coordinates and the attack lines for the opposing team and us, just getting basically charting, but in Volley Station on the computer. So live time, our coaches have like the shot charts and all that stuff to use. So that's what I was doing in match. I was doing that for the scouts, and I was cleaning the scouts, getting those ready for consumption basically by the team and the coaching staff. So then I got brought along to Poland for the VNL finals to do the same thing. And then I was just on the road, was really just like the tech assistant on paper, but I was really I was helping with everything. So I was helping the team lead, Rob. I was helping Virginia with that. I was helping the coaches with whatever they needed. So I was really just like a staff assistant, and I got to go do that on that stage with those people and go be with those athletes and those staff members. And it was just an incredible experience that I am just so grateful for. And because it went from VNL, Arlington, and I thought like, oh, like I paid my way, like that's why they brought me. And then they were like, oh no, like we want you to come to everything now. And I was like, okay,
Sure.
like yes.
Yeah.
Went to Poland to do that, and then I came home and I was with them. I went to the World Championships in Thailand, was there for like 3 weeks, got to go to Bangkok and Karat and do the whole thing there, which was just incredible. And then I was the team lead for the Norseca Final Six tournament after that, which was all just an experience all in itself, which was super cool. Won a gold medal, went 7-0. A nice little way to clean up the summer.
And you guys swept Mexico in Mexico?
I think so. We beat them in pool play,
Okay.
and then I think we swept them in the final.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was a 4 or 5 setter in pool play. And then we took care of
Handled
business in the final, which was cool. And I mean, it was a really cool atmosphere. I mean, it was in Guadalajara. The tournament was final 6, so there's 6 teams. So you play 5 matches of pool, and then you play a semifinal and a final, and you have a match a day, and you play 7 days in a row. So luckily, we had some great depth. We had some awesome athletes come with us for that tournament.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was great.
Okay, and then you turn around, and then you guys do Club World Champions in Brazil.
Yes.
Just recently.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Since the first time a USA team has been to Club World Champs since 2014, I believe.
Something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had like an American representative go in something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we were the first team to ever win a match at the Club World Championships, which was cool. Yeah, I mean that's a tournament that I've watched. Like I know I started club late, but I started watching pro volleyball as like a sophomore in high school. So as soon as I realized that there was college and then professional, like the national teams, I was like, this is awesome. Like I'm gonna watch this. And then I was like, now you have like these all-star teams, like professional teams that have like all these huge athletes like Gabby and Zhu Ting and like Destiny Hooker at the time. Like I was like, Zhu Ting and Destiny Hooker on the same team in China? Sign me up. Like I was watching Tianjin, like there was no tomorrow. Like so that tournament, like I had always watched. So for me to be able in this calendar year to win the PVF Championship, to go to Poland for the VNL finals, to go to Thailand for the World Championships, to go to Final 6, and then to be able to go with my own team as an assistant coach to the Club World Championships. I mean,
can't beat it, man.
You really can't. I mean, I just like grateful, like is an understatement. Like it's just, I'm in awe of the people that I've been surrounded with and have gotten to do these things with. And I mean, just, it's been great.
But I mean, you've been grinding so hard as far as like coaching wise, like it all adds up. Not saying that, it's not, well, I would say it's deserved because you worked so hard for it, but like it's a blessing that you had all these opportunities and experience it.
Yeah.
And have you, even in Brazil, were you able to just like sit there and just be like, not focus on the game, just focus on the reality of what's going on with you?
I definitely took the time to kind of sit there and just be where my feet were and look around and just kind of take it all in. I think like I say this all the time, like can be applicable to so many things. Like if you see a puppy every day, like you don't really see it grow.
Yeah.
And to be doing the things that I'm doing, I try to just really keep things in perspective and just stay grateful for everything that I have and have been able to do. And I mean, it's awesome. Like if you were to ask me or tell me what my year looked like in 2023, this year, like, oh my God, I'd be peeing my pants. Like, and I still might be. Like,
bro.
I'm just like, I want to make sure I'm really appreciating everything for what it is because it is so incredible. And I am. But I, like you said, like I make sure to put myself in the position to like take a second because I mean, wow.
Bro, it's just
so
like,
cool.
because every time you posted something or you shared something, I'm like, this man is everywhere. And I was just living vicariously through you. I was just like, man, I'm rooting for you. And so
it's been really cool.
Man, I'm excited to see what this next year holds for you. But we only have 10 more minutes, so I'm going to we're going to blow through these, man.
Let's do it.
What do you, so aside from volleyball, hobbies, man, what do you do outside of volleyball? What do you do if you're just like, you know what, let me just take 24 hours to just relax?
Right, let me just not. And honestly, like you kind of said it, if I have free time to do nothing, I will probably do nothing.
Don't blame you, man.
And it's so real. I mean, the grind of like the MLV season for what I do with scouts and preparation for our opponents and everything, it's a grind. Especially with the turn and burns in our season, like it's pretty constant. So I'm always scouting. So once we get going, like it's nonstop. Like I'll have maybe like an off day a week, but the off day for the girls is not an off day for me. Like Amy's awesome. Like we get what we need, but we work really hard. So during the season, like I don't expect to have off time, and then I really make up for it in the off season. So on a regular off day in season, like I'm scouting maybe just a couple hours less than I normally would be, but I would love to sleep in. I'm a sleeper. Like once I'm up, I'm up.
Yeah.
Like I will stay up really late. Like I'm a night owl, but like once I'm asleep, like I don't want to wake up.
Exactly.
like at all. Like, and then other than volleyball, like in the off season. So say it's summer and like we're at a home week for USA. I have 2 days. Maybe they gave us an extra day. Like we have like a Friday to Sunday. Like if I have multiple days in a row, I like to work out. Like I was loving the berries classes. Like when I was in Long Beach, I was having a great time with those. I love to play still. Like if I can play, I will play. Like if there's anything that I want to do with my free time, it will be play beach, play indoor. Like I will play for hours on end and just take a leave until I have to not, like until I go to sleep. But yeah, like I really am so volleyball. Like I'm playing, I'm coaching, or I'm watching. Like I think the biggest deviation from indoor is just I go play beach and just go hang out with my friends, get tan, and rot on the beach for an hour after and get some acai and just chill. Like,
because you're in your prime years, man. What, you 20, 27?
Yeah, like mentally prime, sure. The prime for my knees like came and went and is so far gone. Like that ship sailed, caught fire, and sunk.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
But Aleve is my good sis. So like I'll take some Aleve and we're good. We're good for a little bit. So like I will still play. So if you want me to play, let me know.
You got the close up right there.
Dialed.
All good, all good. And so let's see. So I guess that basically answers the hobbies part, because I mean, sleeping in, I understand.
Sleep,
Story
volleyball,
of my
watch
life.
some movies.
Yes.
Yeah, FaceTime my friends, but
yeah,
you can do that on a regular day.
And so I guess this is the part where we go into this or that. Give you 2 options. You pick one or the other. It's real simple. We're going to blast through these, and then you can explain why. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Love it.
I'm going to start with this one because this is something that I came across. Would you prefer short hair, long hair? Because I know you were debating whether you want to cut your hair.
Short hair, long hair. You know, in season, short hair. Okay. And when I say short hair, I mean a buzz, because I don't have to do anything to it. Short enough that if I were to sleep on one side of my head the whole night and I wake up, it's not like, oh, you slept on that side of your head. Okay. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get up, I'm going to brush my teeth, I'm going to do the adult things. Yeah. But if I don't have to do my hair, great.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I you know, when I was looking at your resume and everything, I came across your 16:2 photo.
That happened.
You was feeling that. That was it. You liked it? How long did you keep that?
You know, it got long.
It got long?
It got long.
Ponytail?
Yeah.
Man bun or ponytail?
Both. It was that was an experience.
It was the season of your life.
I had like nice hair, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna live my fantasy right now. Like I'm gonna grow my hair out, and it was COVID. Okay. So I was like, okay, like I'm gonna start growing it out. Like that was before COVID, I think. I think
2021
because it was
July
getting
20th,
there.
2021. So after.
Okay, so I had cut it.
Yeah.
Great. Good. Because I was like, okay, I'm going to grow out during COVID and I just see how long it gets. And my hair grows really fast. So I had actually grown it out. It was just the top to like down to here. Okay. Gnarly. So I always kept it up, but it always fell out of a bun. So then I ended up having it in like a ponytail. So it was 2021. Yeah. That season I had like a whole like long ponytail, and it was like,
it was a lot of upkeep, wasn't it?
It was interesting. Like, was it good? Awful. Super no. But I was kind of living for having the hair. I was living my like.
That's okay, man.
And I was in the mirror with that hair.
Hey, I was living. I don't blame you.
But once it was gone, I was like, we don't have to do that ever again. It happened. It was great.
It's okay, man. I had long hair in middle school. It was about the same length.
I always had longer hair.
1. That's what it looked like.
What?
It looked like George Lopez in season 1 of the show. That's how my hair was.
Okay.
So,
I feel that.
And so you just like, you're done. That was part of your life?
Yeah. Like I had to do it for the one time. Like I always had longer hair, like elementary school, middle school, until high school. I had shorter hair. And then I was like, I want it to be long again. Like I want to have like something to do. And then I was like, it's gone this far. I don't want to cut it. So then I was like, okay, I'll grow it out a little bit. Like I have nice hair. Luckily, like
it looks clean,
thanks,
man.
Mom and Dad. But yeah. By the time season ends and the buzz era ends and we get into the summer, I'm like, now I want the buzz, but now I have time to grow it out.
What do I do?
But then like, if I grow it out the whole year, then I get back to here and then I'm like, but I don't want hair anymore. So it's like, it's kind of like a doom cycle, but whatever.
So right now it's short hair, or it's just short hair, period.
Yep, buzz it.
Hey man, what if you win again? What if you win the championship again? You gonna grow it out, man? How about we talk about this now? If you win again, you gonna grow it out?
If we win again, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair. That's gonna be a May conversation. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. Because like come 6-man, like, what do I want on my head during 6-man?
That is true.
You know?
Yeah.
Because like, I'll be playing on the court, I'll be playing in the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll be swimming, living my 6-man fantasy. And then, like, what do I want to deal with
Yeah.
in August? That's
Okay,
the real
that's a valid
question.
point. Yeah. Okay, I'll give
The
you that.
buzz, great.
Yeah.
But if I have longer hair like that, that ocean salty hair, like that eats.
Yeah. You're
That
right.
eats.
You're right. And I mean, not a lot of people can rock the buzz. So it's a look.
It's a look.
Hey, man.
I live.
You kill it, man. I give you that respectfully. I say you kill it. I could not. I got a small head. And so it's okay.
I don't know if I have a round head.
Hey,
or a
man,
small head.
it's very natural. It doesn't look like you got a cue ball
Thank
head.
you.
So be grateful. Let's see. Are you a aisle seat or a window seat when it comes to flights?
I am an aisle on my right kind of guy.
Okay.
So if it's a 3-aisle 3, I'm a C. Because I cross my legs like this.
Yeah.
So I will always have my left foot like in the space in the aisle. And that started in high school. Like all of our desks just opened on the left side, like those little ones where you have the desk and the chair attached. So I
Yeah.
always sat like this in high school.
Yeah.
So I'm like way more flexible this way. Like I could do it, but like,
It's not as comfortable. Yeah. Oh.
like I just don't love it. You
yeah.
heard that?
Yeah, I heard that.
So I just don't. So
Yeah.
anytime I can get an aisle seat on that side is perfect, but I'm an aisle anyway. Like I will never pick a middle seat for obvious reasons or a window. Cause like I want to be hydrated and I don't want to have to like bother people to go to the bathroom.
Right.
But I'm going to drink water on the plane.
Yes.
So I just don't have that problem. And I sit in the aisle.
I got you.
And I normally don't sleep on the plane anyway.
That. Oh.
So
Okay. Well, that's valid. Valid, man. I can't.
I get a lot of work done on the planes.
Really?
Like, I can't be doing much else, so I feel like I'm getting ahead by working on the plane.
I understand.
So I'm dialed on the plane. Everyone's like, I'm gonna watch this movie, and I'm like, okay, bye. Leave me alone. Like, I'm working.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
This is we're low on time, so I'm just gonna cut straight to the final point. As far as like, what advice would you give to your younger self or the younger generation interested in coaching, doing what you're doing now, because they know it's a journey. They know it could be everybody's journey is different. Time length is different. What advice would you give them?
I said it earlier, and it can definitely be built upon, but I think the biggest thing is be somebody who people want to work with without going outside of yourself. Like, be who you want to be and have fun doing what you do, and it will be so much easier for other people to like you.
Yep.
Don't do things for other people to like you. Do what you want to do and be who you want to be. Like, I am super happy-go-lucky, like, because that's how I want to be. Like,
Yep.
I'm having the most fun and living my life, like, the most authentically, you could say, like, when I'm just kind of kikiing and having a blast.
Yeah.
And that's when you're going to get the best version of me. So if I can put myself in a position and work with people that I can be like that easily, and they like me for that and me for me, then you're just going to open a lot of doors for yourself. So you have to put yourself out there, but put yourself out there as you,
Yes.
because you'll end up finding the people who appreciate you for you, and that'll lead you to, doing your best work easily. Work doesn't have to feel like work. It will be. You'll have to do the work. There's a lot of work to be done,
Yes.
and you have to earn your right to do some of these cool things. But start square one as yourself, and you'll thank yourself for it, for sure.
That's great advice, man. I wish I had the applause button on hand. I
The
don't have it, but bro, no, it's been a pleasure, man. I'm grateful to know
thank
you.
Likewise.
2025 PVF champion. Well,
2025, we got
2026 potentially MLV.
Let's
hey
get
man,
it.
rooting for you guys always.
First of each.
Yeah, yes. So that basically wraps up this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been an episode with the Blake Omartian, assistant coach of all trades, all levels, the man
Yes,
himself.
sir.
And so I'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Bye.
Peace.
Cool.
That was good, man.
We ate that.
Yes, man, you did a great job.
Thank you.
You
Thank
gave
you.
me more than I needed. Which is
Love
good.
it.
And
Oh,
then,
perfect timing too.
yes.
I don't have to run down there.
You can
Oh,
go ahead and take that mic
sunglasses.
off.
Yes. Hot
Go
mic. I remember I was mic'd up in practice. I mean, it's a tough conference. They still have Texas in their conference for basketball.
Texas is in the SEC, but like Texas Tech, Kansas,
Kansas is good.
Jayhawks, yeah,
Go sports.
Are you okay with me having this laptop right here?
I don't care. Follow your heart.
Appreciate it, bro. I just gotta make sure I get it all right. All right, I guess we're good to go. We gotta do a thumbnail, so let me put this away. Let's really just look at the camera. I'll just count down. Pose however you want, man. Have your heart desires. All right, cool. Ready, and 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do one more. Ready, and
Release it.
1, 2, 3. Good?
Release him. Stupid vocal stiffs.
All right, cool. So I guess we can go ahead and get started.
Kill.
All right. I'm on there. I should be on. Yeah, the red light's on. Good deal.